Kiss. What a beautiful day. And we have had some warm, muggy, very Floridian like days here in Michigan. But they've been beautiful and they are beautiful. And I'm sure they're going to spark a storm at some point. It just seems like that's what happens. And so, but we're enjoying some wonderful days. And I love the fall. And I love all of the parts of watching things wind down, watching the weather cool off in the evenings, stay cool in the mornings, and every once in a while you get these hot, muggy stretches, and it's trying to figure out as it winds down. It's kind of like you and I at the end of the day. Sometimes it's quite a process, and some days it goes pretty smooth in the wind down, and other days there's things that make it difficult to wind down. But here we are in September already, and looking forward to what the Lord has for us today. Well, we're looking at 2 Timothy 2:5, and it simply says this: and if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. And it's really reminding us that as we are strong in the grace that is in Christ Jesus, as we embrace that we are saved, we are called, and we are appointed by God, and by his grace it is that we are able to minister and to serve him. And so as we embrace that reality, we looked yesterday at being a good soldier of Jesus Christ. I had somebody email me and say, one of the important aspects of being a good soldier is that you recognize you're not privy to all of the information necessary in the orders. And so you just simply obey your orders. You know that you're not going to fully grasp or understand the big picture because you don't have all of the data. Well, that's exactly the way it is with God. That's why the way to be strong in the grace is to humbly have a right view of God and a proper view of ourselves. As a good soldier, God gives us orders. He directs our paths, sometimes in ways that does not really make sense to us as a person or a human being, but we live by faith and not by facts. And so this important part of being a soldier is just simply doing what we're told, following orders. Well, as an athlete, it's simply staying within the rules. It's staying in bounds. You're not going to win unless you play by the rules. I did a quick little search and found 14 Olympic champions, medalists that had their medals stripped from them because they found out they didn't play by the rules. Most of them, it was some type of illegal substance or drug that was found in them after their drug testing. Some of them, they lied about their age and they weren't old enough. And because once their age was found out and they were too young to perform, even though they performed at a level to win, they didn't play by the rules, and their medal was stripped from them. And there's a myriad of things that comes into play. But God is just reminding us that if we're going to be crowned, if we're going to be awarded, then we have to play by the rules. Well, that's exactly what it is as we serve the Lord in the grace that is found in Christ Jesus. And that is that we allow him to write the rules. We allow him to tell us what we can do. We allow him to tell us what we can't do. We allow him to tell us what we should do. And we allow him to tell us when we should do it. And, I think of patience in the will of God and waiting for God to open the door or to provide the funds or to give peace in the direction. Oftentimes in that pursuit, we're found waiting. And I think of the horses in the chute, or the runners with their feet on the blocks and hands down on the turf, or whether it's the bikes in their slots ready for the door to drop down. Whatever it is, they're waiting for the signal to go. And until then, they have to wait. And if they take off too soon, they got to start over. If they do it too many times, they're disqualified, right? And so what we find is that there is so many intricate parts in doing the will of God. It includes doing what we're supposed to do, but doing it at the right time. We can do the right thing at the wrong time and be out of the will of God, and we can have the right time and do the wrong thing and be out of the will of God. And so it is this timing thing that is set in rules. It's just allowing God to not only tell us what we can do and what we can't do, but he's the one who tells us when we can do it. And so, as a good soldier who is seeking to achieve and be awarded and to finish the race and to do our part, we have to play by the rules. And so, let me encourage you today as you serve the Lord to humble yourself, have a right view of Him, a proper view of yourself, be strong in the grace that is found in Christ Jesus as we rightly divide the word of truth as an athlete who plays by the rules. I hope you have a great day today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. God bless.